Good morning. I have something really cool here. Okay. Every once in a while I walk in here and I'm like, I can't wait for the day where we have beautiful offices to work in with cubicles or...
You don't like the warehouse?
I mean, it's startup life, you know what I'm saying? Passing the savings on to our people here, plus the commercial real estate market here in Orlando thinks it's Los Angeles. Anyhow, we have the Privada Cheesesteak. I have 1,100 of these made. I helped blend this cigar at a factory that shall go nameless until I'm ready to disclose where these came from. Not my favorite thing to blend using San Andreas wrapper. I'm not the biggest fan of it, although I definitely enjoy a lot of San Andreas cigars. It's not my thing. We're making the Privada Cheesesteak. How do you like that band? How do you like them apples, huh?
Really cool.
Isn't that cool? So we're traveling to Philadelphia, Philly, and we're gonna eat cheesesteaks. We're gonna go to Tery Brothers. We're gonna go to some of my favorite cigar shops in the world, like Wooden Indian and Twin Cigar Shop down in South Philly. We're gonna go to Villa de Roma, one of my favorite Italian restaurants in the country. Philadelphia is like my favorite city. It's just, it is what it is. The older I get, the more I fall in love with it. And, it has its pluses, it has its minuses, but it's a maneuverable, real city on the East Coast. And it has that Northeast vibe. So a lot of swag going on in Philly, and we're going to get influenced and figure out how we're going to sell these, because we don't want to just sell you another cigar, right? We want to make each cigar at Privada an experience. And so we'll get some inspiration along the way.
Privada!
I will warn you though, it's not easy being this handsome.
Life moves pretty fast. Don't stop and look around once in a while. You could miss it.
He's a great dude. He's a good guy.
Eric Espinosa first told me about this place. We're at, for those of you that don't know, we're in South Philadelphia, South Philly, at Twin Smoke Shop. One of my favorite, and actually one of the favorite cigar shops of most of the owners of your favorite brands. This is a place where they come and it's not a sales call, it's not business, it's pleasure. And so Anthony has created this, as they say in South Philly, has created this amazing retro vibe, basically, and where it would seem that
come and be yourself.
Yeah.
There's no phonies here. Phonies get thrown out. I don't take no. Either be as real as you are. We love you being real. That's it.
Right.
And we're old school. That's it.
Yeah.
So,
so you this was a candy shop at one point.
They had one humidor. It was an ice cream store, candy store, greeting cards.
Okay.
This was Hallmark's #1 store in Philadelphia.
Wow.
Whitman Chocolate's #1 store in Philadelphia back in the 60s and 70s.
Wow.
Because there was no CVS's, there was no
twins that
They were
owned
Twin
it.
Brothers owned. That's why I kept the name.
I know this because I watched your interview, and you guys should go watch his interview on South Philly Spots.
Oh, he did a whole
great channel.
Yeah, he did
great
good.
channel.
He's a good dude too. But people came here for the holidays. Like they would line up around the corner because they had a back room was full of Italian cards, and there was all racks here of cards, and there was one little humidor there.
How'd you end up with the shop?
I used to come here. I used to come here almost. I used to come here Christmas only, and it used to save me the Hallmark card, special ornaments and stuff. The day after Christmas, they were half price. So he would save me all like Star Trek and Beatles and anything that was. I'm a collector of all different shit. So he used to save all the stuff for me, and I used to come here and he used to tell me, we're going to sell the place. We're going to sell the place. This went on for like fucking 10 years. Then the one twin passed, and the one was left behind, and this place was a dump. I mean, they pulled tons of money out of here and they put 10 cents into it.
Wow.
So finally
last
comes
time I
down.
you were doing the sidewalk last year.
Yeah. There was no plumbing in here. There was nothing in here. Matter of fact, I gotta tell you a funny story. So I buy the building. He finally decides to sell. So I buy the building. It was a dump. It was a disaster. So I said, I'm not going to do nothing here because I got 2 businesses in Italian market. I'm just going to buy this as an investment.
Yeah.
Make apartments upstairs, put the store downstairs, so people come in and just sell cigars, whatever. So I'm gutting the building. The old man was still here. As a matter of fact, he used to be right there. He had the little counter there. And over here, right above us, is a bathroom from the second floor. So I'm having the place gutted out. It was, when I tell you, it was a fucking disaster. We took 3.5 dumpsters out of here.
Wow.
So the guy's upstairs, and he goes to pull the toilet out. It was like a cartoon. He goes to pull
through the floor.
His fucking legs are hanging over the guy. All the old slats was putting him in the head.
Oh
the
my
guy's
God.
legs were hanging out of the fucking ceiling over here. Oh, it was the funniest fucking
Wow.
thing. That's how this place was
Wow.
bad.
Wow.
But so we wanted redoing it, and then one thing led to another, and I wanted to get into the cigars.
Freddie, tell us what makes Twin Shop so special.
It's like family. Everybody's family. You could come first time here, they treat you like family. Anthony treats everybody like family. It's a lot of ball breaking all day. But
There's a good chance we're gonna run into you if we come here.
I'm here every day. I live here. Anthony's like my father.
I want to take it to my favorite restaurant.
Okay.
To my family, like my family. We are family. We grew up together. But of course, Italians hardly ever go out and eat because my wife's a phenomenal cook. My mother. But if you don't want to eat home for a night out and you want real Italian food, you got to go to Villa de Roma.
Villa de Roma.
It's the best in the city.
All right, so we're here at Villa de Roma, but we seem to have conjured up a lot of, I mean, you know, Anthony grew up running these fruit stands and stuff out here in the Italian market, so I wanted to just get a little bit of a history with him on the area and, you know, some of the stories, that kind of stuff. So show us where you grew up.
Anyway, I grew up right here in the Italian market. Like this is the oldest outside market in the country. My grandparents,
Oldest outside market in the country.
Yeah, my grandparents came here in like the early turn of the century, early 1900s.
Okay.
And they had fruit stands, and then my grandma had a roast pork and roast beef sandwich.
Oh, nice.
And the fact it was a macaroni factory downstairs on 9th and Kimball, and it burnt down, and then she moved out of the area.
Huh. And everyone was able to make a living and
We
support
all
their
made
family
it.
from.
Street was packed constantly. There was no supermarkets. There was no fast food. There was none of that. And like I said, this was my heart. That was the greatest place you could ever want to live.
Wow.
Greatest.
Everyone knew each other.
Everybody knew each other. All families. Just on our stands alone, there was 12 people working. Hi, baby. How are you? All right.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna order.
I'm ordering.
Because otherwise we would just end up with veal parm if it was me. Give us a quick history of Villa de Roma. How long you been here? Who are you in the mix in the story of the whole thing?
My family came here in 1964.
64.
64. My father had a partner. His name was John Panizzi. He's passed. So now it's just the family owns the restaurant. We're 6 brothers and sisters.
Wow.
We all work here.
Wow.
My sister Ann is the oldest. Then my sister Marianne, and then me, and then Basil, Frank, and Camille.
Okay.
Anna's retired. Anna's the oldest. She's 79.
We also have a scallop and shrimp special today.
You want that too?
If you guys
we got
want
spaghetti shrimp and tuna, what is this?
We do have spaghetti shrimp and tuna. We have the tuna Sicilian.
When you go down this is Carpenter Street. The first little street is called Kimball Street.
Okay.
I was born at 808 Kimball Street. I now live at 825 Kimball Street.
Wow, that's really far.
Yeah, I didn't go far.
This is a stuffed mushroom, but it's not just a stuffed mushroom. I feel like this is like a South Philly stuffed mushroom because we're close to the Chesapeake. There's people that go out crabbing and stuff. Well, here we have a mushroom stuffed with lump crab and fried. And it is one of the more delicious and unique things that I've ever had in an Italian restaurant.
I'll see you this afternoon. I'll be there before.
It was incredible. No one else makes this.
My cars don't. Thank God.
Obviously, you have to hire cooks and chefs and stuff. Do you teach them the family?
We show them.
Okay.
And we try to keep them inside that space.
Okay.
We don't want them to.
Yeah, because you want it consistent.
It's got to stay the same.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, you can add your own little flair to it, but
Got it.
just don't f with the food.
Right. I like that. There's a special place you got here.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, we are now on our way to West Philadelphia, actually Havertown. We're on our way to Havertown, where Clark, they used to make the bubblegum cigars here.
That's right.
In
Was
this
it called
town.
El Buble back then?
It
too?
wasn't. It was called something Buble or something. But anyway, we made a cigar as a spinoff on that I think only sells now at the Wooden Indian. But it's Dan, the general manager's birthday, and we're going there to have a herf for his birthday. So far we did Twin Shop, Villa de Roma, and now we're doing a Wooden Indian herf. I mean, this day can't get much better for me personally. So I can't believe how much stuff they have. I mean, this is
They've got like almost everything.
truly amazing.
First ever LCA I ever had.
That is the New Beginnings. This is Jeff Samini. He is one of my longest lasting members. He's one of the members that made me realize what a special community was forming around Privada Cigar Club. And I always appreciate you for that. And I hope you know that we could not have done any of this without you, man. Truly, you've been just a blessing for us from the beginning. May every person that ever tries to start anything have a guy like Jeff in their corner.
I
Thank you.
appreciate that, Brian.
Of course.
You know I love you to death,
I
man.
love you
This
too.
club is the best.
I love you too. Thank you. You make it the best, so thank you. We're not done yet. We're on our way to Phillips Steaks. You can't come to Philly without having cheesesteaks. Am I right or am I right?
Pretty right.
No, am I right? I'm asking you. Am I right?
You're pretty right.
Okay. We're over here in the kitchen at Phillips Steaks in South Philadelphia. We heard a lot about this place. Mostly we saw it on, what was the name of this? It was on South Philly Spots.
Yeah.
We saw it on YouTube on South Philly Spots. If you don't know about South Philly Spots, definitely check them out. It's a really great YouTube channel that tells you about a lot of local spots like this. But we're here for the cheesesteak, and we're gonna talk to my main man, Jason, back here. Jason, how long have you been working here?
About 6 years.
6 years. You must have started when you were like 12.
About 16.
Wow, okay. All right, and so look, there's so many cheesesteak spots in Philly, South Philly in particular. Like, what makes Phillips different in your opinion?
Well, first off, everything here, it's all made to order.
Uh-huh.
Nothing sitting like a lot of places. They got big piles of meat sitting on the grill, and it's not fresh.
Okay.
Everything here is fresh, made to order.
Okay.
Can't get any better than that. you know?
Is there a particular style or something, set of ingredients that you do a little bit differently here, or that your regular customers order often? Like, what is a regular order here?
So most popular is a whiz wit, just cheese whiz and fried onions on a
Okay.
sandwich.
All right.
And then we got a specialty sandwich called an old fashioned. It's got grilled tomatoes, provolone cheese, long hots, black pepper and oregano.
Oof. All right, so let's do 2 whiz wits and 1 of your
Old-fashioned?
your old fashioned. Yeah.
You like onions on the old fashioned too?
How do you take it?
Yeah, you gotta go on.
Let's do it. This is the whiz whip. As you can see, it's peppers. They don't chop their cheese. That's what they call it. In New York, they call it chopped cheese. They use like the strips. Ed Sheeran's here. I guess he comes here and eats here when he's in Philly.
Is this the best cheesesteak you've ever had?
I don't want to say that because
That's a tough one, I know. Okay. Okay. We can.
and there's no one here putting pressure on. Bro, the food is, it's probably, I don't want to say the best, but this is a damn good cheesesteak. I'm thoroughly impressed. If you don't like this, you don't like cheesesteaks. We're here at John's Ice, an institution in South Philadelphia. In Philadelphia, period. It's water ice. A lot of people don't know this, but water ice kind of, I don't know if it was originated here, but it seems to be a Philly thing. Like Rita's was water ice out of here. They also call it water ice. They don't call it Italian ice. So, but anyway, palate cleanser, this is it. So before we go have our last cigar of the night at the Little League of Fishtown Cigar Lounge, is that what it's called?
Something like that. It's a
Yes,
cigar
that's
lounge.
what
It's in
called.
Fishtown.
Yeah, and before we do that, we wanted to cleanse our palates because we've had a lot of stuff today. Yeah, so we'll see you soon. right, y'all. So we are here for a good, I won't call it breakfast, but I would say pastry and coffee at Tery Brothers in South Philadelphia on 8th Street. We're at the 8th Street location, which is the original location?
It is.
Yeah, and so you've been in business since 1921.
Yep.
And when you walk in the door, it's like you're back in time.
All like the decoration is still like original.
Wow, so it hasn't been
Everything in
changed.
here, no.
It's the tin ceilings and everything's really, really cool. So you wanted to show us a little bit about how you do things.
So, like you said, we started in 1942. Senior Tery up here that started everything.
Okay.
And now we are in the 3rd generation, so his grandsons are now running the place.
Wow.
Do you guys want a cannoli here?
Yeah, I would love. Please, you gotta get this. Oh my God, thank you so much. The smells in here, it's amazing. And then just the vibe, and it's, so which filling is this? It's like chocolate chip?
This is the ricotta filling with our chocolate chip and citron. Yeah. Yeah. Yup. It's so good.
That's
so
crack.
good.
We call that crack where I'm from. The craft.
Yeah.
This is what we talk about in cigars. I mean, this is basically a factory here.
Yeah.
Right? And when it comes down to it, you're making a product. And when you're making a product that has to do with culinary arts, things that people are going to touch and feel, and it's handmade, you have certain people on the staff that can do certain things, but everyone has to be able to do that one thing, right? Everyone has to be able to be a bunchero where they can, roll the main part of the cigar. Then you have a few people that can put that wrapper leaf on it, and that kind of thing. So it's similar here. All right, we want to eat more. I'm hungry. Join Privada Cigar Club so you can find out about these kind of experiences. That's what we do here. We're in search of all of that, but within cigars. And so, huge shout out to Tery. This place is a must go to when you're in Philadelphia, and it's a really beautiful place. The whole sensory experience here. So.
Got these signs all over the fucking neighborhood.
This guy's used to being on camera. He's a big movie
You
star.
know what I mean? Have my people pull your people.
Right.
Yeah,
matter of fact.
There you go, man.
Hey, we gotta call the union. We gotta call
Elton John.
I knew he could definitely hang with him.
Like a full body.
What the I can't believe that came out of his mouth.
That's why I come here to laugh.
I didn't break that. Jesus Christ.
When we were at Phillips Steak, shout out to all the lovely people there. I mean, it's the best cheesesteak I've ever had. And I ran that by some people in South Philly, and they're like, yeah, that's the best cheesesteak around. So a couple people argued about it, but the consensus was, yeah, that can be in your top 1 or 2 or 3 for sure. So what I liked was how they roll it up in the paper and they put the tape on there. They write your name or whatever without, all that stuff, right? So we should present our cigar like that since it's called the Philly cheesesteak. And I was able to get this sandwich paper, right? Like a deli. I got a real small version of masking tape so we could write PCC on it and make it our own. Let's get one of the ladies in here to show us how to roll this thing into a presentable product, and let's take it from there and figure out how we're going to sell this thing.